fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Chubb. And shutting him off, now open field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 31 yards there and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Mayfield on play action. Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Cousins. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
Leave it, 48. 44. John. All day, dog.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jannard Avery. And that will force a turnover on downs. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. They'll run with Chubb. And scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 10-yard line.
As we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They'll try again with Chubb. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Now Mayfield on third and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Cousins. He'll hit his running back, Amir Abdullah. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to
Stephon Diggs! Touchdown, Vikings! Stephon Diggs, 52 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing on second down. Mayfield. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Landry the intended target.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Cousins on the keeper.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Gun.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Silver.
On the ground, it's Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Cousins to throw it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Gun.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it go. And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph. 29 yards, and the Vikings have taken the lead. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-run without ever even giving up the football. Well, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. They go play action. Mayfield. He's got Higgins over the middle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. Following the interception, Mayfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it. And that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The tackle made by T.J. Carey.
Brings up second and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, flipper. Gun.
They run it again with Cook. And an alley to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
47-yard line.
Undercut. Lucky 48. Zebra.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
On third down, Cousins looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
44's Mike.
They're going to try and throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jannard Avery. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. Check that, check that.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Got three. Three down. Wide. Get wide. Joker. Out.
They run it again with Chubb. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Well, how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Bravo. Alert.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He finds Beckham complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Check. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Regular.
Check 43.
I got it.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
King. Pistol. Hey, orbit. I got it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. The kick by Joseph is good. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Joseph now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Lets it fly for Treadwell. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 75 yards. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On first down, Cook looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Jim. Check 52. 6 guys. X3. 218. Chop it.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. To throw is Cousins. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Cousins on 4th down. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. Olivier Vernon. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go, D. Let's go. King. Get there. Whip. Watch the whip.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Watch tight end's right. Watch tight end's right.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Browns on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, alert 33.
Now Mayfield, forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Everson Griffin in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mayfield on 4th down. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Mayfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They start the drive with Cook. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Victory formation time for the Vikings.
Yeah. And up it's magic with the gang.